porn has changed sexuality so much.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
the way people fucking porn. Let's be real. That's not how sex usually goes down. This is for camera sex. Yeah. We're a part of our business is we're in all types of entertainment and film, including movies, television, and also adult entertainment and stuff. Mm-hmm. And porn sex is sex for the viewer, not sex for the participants. Right. So that's why all these moves and these positions. You know what porn sex really reminds me of? It reminds me of movie martial arts. Yeah. Movie martial arts is for the viewer. That's
not a good comparison, man. I would never compare that together, man.
Yeah, because movie martial arts is like, we can't just end this fight in a minute. Whereas like real fight, you like, I'm trying to end this fight. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing with like porn sex. Porn sex is like, yo, this has got to last at least 22 minutes. And in real life, I'm like, yeah, let's hurry this up, girl. We gotta watch Ozark. Right?
Yeah. Call 3 cramps in your leg.
Yeah. Bitch, have you ever hopped into a position and been like, oh, yeah, we're getting out of this one. This ain't it.
What? So many times, man. So many times. With age,
Yeah.
Try to be fat and old. You get all kinds of disabilities.
I got 3.
You should be the king.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, man, I still be fucking. I still got a very healthy sex life for a fat dude with a small penis.
They
life
say
is good.
They say sex with a fat dude is like a heavyweight fight, man. It's scheduled for a lot of rounds, but it's gonna end early with both of them breathing hard and wrapped up on each other.
I try to tell these ladies you need to be fucking these ugly motherfuckers, or small dicks, because they got shit to prove. They know that they just can't be in these situations. So when we're there, we really take it serious. We start really focusing. We start thinking about like not to move too fast.
There's 3 positions. There's 3 positions that the fat dude owns, man.
What is that?
One, on her back, holding her ankles. Because it's just a wave, is a battering ram of dick. No matter how big it is, I'm a pendulum. I'm 267 pounds. Just wham. Yeah. So that one we got. Or her laying flat, like on the bed, and then you just get behind her from the back, because that's another one, man. It's just a wave of force. And then another one is when they're either, and this is kind of 2 positions, but regular cowgirl, reverse cowgirl, where they're on top, because they got this belly to hold on to. So you guys, man, you got good bodies that are gonna last until your 80s. I got maybe 15 more on this thing, okay, yo? So she gets on, man. Yeah, she can get on and just hold on, and now she's got something to brace herself. Because with you guys, it's all legs she's bopping. But with me, now she's got something to hold on to on the top. Yeah.
But y'all know the saying is, though, you know what I'm saying? They said what they say about D-boys, but it's really everybody. You get fat and move to Florida.
Yeah, Florida. Hey, man, Florida's where you go to be fat,
dude,
man.
Fat's really in now. Y'all should think about it.
Some people got
I'm
dad
trying
bods.
to get there, man. But my body, my liver telling me, not yet.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you, I tell my liver, you work for me, motherfucker. I tell all my organs, I'm like, you shut down when I tell you. Because y'all are in good shape, so you never had a morning where you're just hitting your heart like, come on and start, come on.
On the way here, going down the interstate, we seen an SUV and it said, emergency organ transplant vehicle. Whoa. And I was like, that's a great idea, because I wouldn't pull it over if I was a cop. He just riding around with a cow heart and a cooler, and he's just cruising, speeding away, probably getting high as fuck.
Fogged out. Oh, yeah. Cop pull him over, smoke rolls out. He's like, I gotta get this heart to a baby, motherfucker.
It's just your local dope boy just riding around. He's
like, damn, the hospital's using an 84 Cutlass Supreme.
Gold digging spoke.
Why there's 6 people in the car with you?
Yeah. I mean, tell me, all of y'all got to transplant. All of y'all got to transfer this one little heart.
I ain't gonna lie, we tried to catch up to him. The motherfucker was cruising.
He's out there, yo.
I don't know if he had an organ in there or not, but he was cruising.
Let me ask you guys this, man. Just making the joke about like dope boys and their rides and stuff. And I remember when like the stunner rides were in, people I got the Captain Crunch ride.
Oh yeah.
Isn't there a moment where all of us like something in our culture, but then also know, we're gonna catch some shit for this, aren't we?
Yeah.
Because that's how it's
on the daily.
Yeah, that's how it is for me. Look, I'm Puerto Rican, man. Like sometimes I'll watch like reggaeton videos and stuff like that.
I used to love reggaeton videos.
And I'll see this dude, and he got this shiniest, fucking, most feminine shirt on. Yeah. The mustache is pencil thin, and I'm like, I get it, bro. That's styling. And also, I'm never gonna hear the end of this from other people.
Bad Bunny be doing some crazy
shit. Bad Bunny. Yeah, and I vibe with it though, because I'm like, this is how I am with artistic expression. When I know you mean it and you're not doing it to shit on anybody,
Right.
I vibe with it, even if it's not my vibe.
Yeah.
Like when I see somebody, and I think something that's interesting that me and Mike always talk about is we're never those dudes that hate on another dude. Like when I see like a good looking dude who's suave and doing it, I'm like, hell yeah, man, good for you. I do always hope they're gay though, because then there's a better chance for me gay girls. Like I'm always like, please be gay, please be gay, please be gay. And he's like, hey, what's up, brother? I'm gay. I'm like, my motherfucking ride or die. Woo, that means I still got a chance in this room, you know?
Here's an example of why you don't need to get a sister's hair wet right here. Like that right there will cause some problems right there. I was looking for that video for 5 minutes. Sorry, guys.
Sweet baby Jesus of
Bethlehem.
What's happened with you guys that you've watched and you're like, it's something that you groove with within like the black community, but you also know,
it's fucking it up for everything.
Yeah, it's fucking it up for everything, yeah.
So the fucking, the Hoochie Daddy shorts.
Okay, yeah.
That right there, the Hoochie Daddy short shit.
Now, I'm with empowerment. Hey, man, bro, do your thing.
Yeah.
But once you get on there and you say it's Hoochie Daddy seasons, bitches put the sundresses up.
Yeah.
You fucking with my turf now.
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
Now you making it seem like, also, anywhere we go, like, oh, so you wear your Hoochie Daddy shorts?
Yeah.
Like, you basically telling the world we want to get paid.
That's like, that's like those bro onesies that guys wear.
I don't romper, no.
Yeah, the rompers, man.
Y'all have heard about that, the whole, like, conspiracy, or maybe it's a fact, I don't know, about how they say like successful brothers in the entertainment business, they had to put on a dress and stuff.
Yeah.
The feminization of the
black man, yeah.
Shit, not just black man, because it's some young people and some young
There definitely some fucking white boys, definitely just.
I think, and I'm gonna put this out there, if there's any culture of people that can be more feminine and still vibe, I think Latino culture gets a pass. Yeah. Just because you never know. Because you look at a Latino dude, like you look at Bad Bunny, you're like, I still think he's pulling all the bitches, maybe. You know?
He probably pulling more than Daddy Yankee.
Yeah.
Oh, don't get me started on what's going on with Ricky Martin.
Listen, allegedly. Y'all got to do this shit with OJ. I get to do this shit with Ricky Martin.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
OJ did it.
Now you say I grew up in the 90s. You know?
I'll tell you a quick story. I got audited by the IRS because I was broke for like my whole life until recently, and then I wasn't making enough money. Wink. Allegedly. So when the IRS agent showed up to my house, I'm like, okay, so obviously I'm not doing anything criminal. I'm just kind of guilty on the MC Hammer syndrome. Like, you get a job. I got drunken midgets running my books and everything. So apparently a bunch of my midge eyes. Yes, sir.
My man's listening. Put some respect on him.
So we were sitting there trying to figure out, like, hey, thanks for coming to our home. And she did a whole tour of our home and our business.
Did she get tired?
She got a lot of questions. She did take a picture of our goat, but at the end she was like, I don't know, like, my son knew who you are, like you like hang out with rock stars and crazy stuff. I don't know. That does not impress me. Do you know Ricky Martin? I was like, I don't, but I get hold of him. And she's like, you're a guy, not your guy. 15 minutes, I got a hold of his manager, but looks like right about now, I'm not going to need to be pulling that favor for that lady anymore.
Yeah.
Into some trouble.
You just blew your chance, lady.
Allegedly.
It's not. Hey,
come on, Ricky.
Yeah.
He was in motherfucking Menudo.
Hey, I'll tell you what, if we're gonna delete all the R. Kelly songs from our playlist, I already got all my Ricky Martin songs gone, just in case.
Do we?
Now, hold on. Do you actually think Las Vegas will pull that song?
Which one?
Living La Vida Loca. You think Vegas gonna pull that?
No. What a disappointment. I used to hate on him so hard back in the day. I was like, he's fucking all of them.
I did too.
And little did I know.
Dude, I thought George Michael from Wham.
Exactly.
I was like, George Michael. Yeah, George Michael.
He finessed America. The whole world.
Yeah.
He did.
Oh, you think I like
Let me ask you this question.
Motherfucker.
Let me ask you this question.
When I used to see him on WB, I was like, damn, I know he knocking out all the women that I want to whenever I get older.
I'd be watching Telemundo when I was younger, and I'd be jacking my dick to Telemundo, and then Ricky Martin come on, I'd be like, I had to stop, like, look away, and like, oh, okay, Ricky Martin's gone, and just, because Telemundo, they got the hottest.
They do.
Like, when
Weather Channel,
I was just about to say the Weather Channel.
Bro, I was in high school, that was like porn. I was like, what is this? Who's programming this?
You gotta have sexy weather women when you're on a Latin news network, because how many times we get fucking destroyed by hurricanes? There needs to be a reason people enjoy it, because you're like, okay, Category 5, he's gonna come, it's gonna hit Isla Morada tomorrow, everybody gonna die. Bounce! Yeah, I'll deal. Hey, let me ask you this though, man. You may have had this question before because it comes up all the time. So with the Ricky Martin thing, like, do we have to pull his music? Because R. Kelly, do we have to pull because here's the deal. R. Kelly's catalog is fucking
amazing.
dope, man.
It goes...
And it's like, you know, we know what R. Kelly, I mean, damn, he's been convicted. So I'll say, we know he's been convicted of already, too, you know? And it's like, God damn, do we have to not listen to his music? Because, I mean, George Washington had slaves. I be throwing dollars at strippers. You know? Like,
do y'all hear this?
You know, like,
do y'all hear the sense this making?
Yeah.
Come on now. Y'all ain't going to pull him off the dollar?
Yeah. And it's like, and let me say this about R. Kelly. I do say this. What disgusts me about R. Kelly's situation is the fact that I believe I kind of knew the whole time and just wrote it off. Yeah. And that disgusts me when I think about the fact that I'm willing to be like, But when I was a kid, I was probably like 14 years old when Aaliyah was 14. I think me and her were around the same age. Mm-hmm. And I remember hearing that she married R. Kelly. Huh. And as a kid being like, that's fucking weird, you know? And I've heard nothing but allegations of R. Kelly. Even before I heard allegations of like you know, how Sparkle said she was treated and stuff like that. You just saw it in things. Like I'd see him with the girls standing somewhere, and you'd be like, that vibe's all wrong. Mm-hmm. And I think what really disgusts me on a lot of situations like that is how I'm willing to write off things like that, because I'm like, that's Hollywood. But I'm in the entertainment industry too, you know? Yeah. And I'm also a person. So I think, man, the truth with something like R. Kelly is incredibly different than Saint Ricky Martin, the Puerto Rican hero.
It's
one of those where...
Saint.
Yeah, it's one of those straight up, man, where...
It's blocking your face. There you go.
Yeah, it's one of those where straight up, man, like, I realize now, like, you know, it's like the Harvey Weinstein shit. I've never met Harvey Weinstein. Uh-huh. But my whole life in the entertainment industry and outside of it, I heard nothing but fucking fucked up rumors about Harvey Weinstein. Yeah. And still, I probably would have pitched the movie to Miramax until the allegations came out. Yeah. So I wonder how like hypocritical we all are in society when the minute the allegations are out and we know everybody knows, then we jump on the bandwagon and fuck that guy. Yeah. But while the word is on the street and only some of us know, we're like, well, you know,
you ain't fucking me yet.
You're trying to get a 3-picture deal here, baby. You know, yeah.
Because you know damn good well, R. Kelly could go to the club tomorrow if he was free, and then some scallywag is gonna go home with him.
Exactly. Some girl's gonna be like, "What's up, man? I look young. You want to pee on me?" You know, and her boyfriend's like, piss all over my girl. That's R. Kelly, bro.
Right, you feel me? Like
he did Bad Man for Shaft. You know?
I mean, as fucked up as it may sound, the same people that's trying to, you know, well, they really not crucifying him because he was convicted, but same people that's saying, yeah, he's in jail, yeah. If he were to get out, like Mike said, the same people that's crucifying, hey, you did this. If he like, hey, you want to come on? Sure.
Yeah. Let me ask this question too, if you guys, if you don't mind me asking questions, right, man? Do you guys ever feel? And I'm gonna sit you out of this because I think you need to hear this one. You'll enjoy hearing this. I feel culturally, sometimes I think me and my people, the Latino community, and I think I've seen it in the African American community too. We bandwagon to protect somebody because we're just worried about all our other people that have worked hard get shitted on too. Yeah. I'll see it, you know, like this Ricky Martin thing. No lie, man, I feel fucked up about it because I'm like, damn, I always thought Ricky Martin was this cool. Yeah. So when Ricky Martin came out as gay, once again, I was like, yes. You know? Yes.
That's how I feel when I hear about a cop killing somebody.
Yeah.
It's literally like you're playing the lottery, like, please don't be a black guy. Please don't be like,
yeah.
No. It couldn't have been a white guy.
Do you guys see it still within your community of like where you believe, nah, R. Kelly did it. You're like, R. Kelly did it. And there's still people who you know are protecting him because of cultural thing. Yeah.
Nah, definitely. Because they still want to step in the name of love.
Yeah, what you got to, man?
They still want to step in the name of love.
His catalog didn't fuck no
crazy as hell, man.
Hey, don't tell me. Hey, if anyone says they weren't thinking that, they lying. They lying to you. Go ask your local friendly white guy. Hey, so when you hear about a police shooting and kill someone, you want to know immediately. Please don't let it be another black guy.
I like sitting there watching TV. Like, Brevard County News. Another shooting went down. An officer shot a 12-year-old unarmed white. Yes! Oh, fuck yeah! I hope that little boy had blonde hair and blue eyes.
It's the same when we hear like a mass shooter. We be like, that nigga ain't black.
Yeah.
I got a philosophy on that too. I want to talk about something here. This is
speak on it, brother.
Me and Miguel, we have a pretty popular podcast. You can hear it on all forums that are streaming. Yeah. But one of my big things is that I feel a way that I know how we can stop all this gun violence. and it has nothing to do with guns.
Okay.
It all has to get these motherfuckers dudes' dick sucked.
Yeah.
Because ain't none of these motherfuckers getting pussy. I can look at it. You look at a motherfucker, you can tell he ain't getting pussy.
Ain't nobody ever shot up a high school because they were getting too much pussy.
Never.
You know? Yeah.
That's the first thing from his mind.
Yeah.
And we know they're all white dudes, and they're angry, and they're lonely.
Some Latinos are creeping in now, and that's fucking me up.
Hey,
man.
listen, you stay in your lane, guys.
Hey, dog.
That's white people shit, all right?
Wait till black dudes get into mass shooting. You guys do everything better all the time. Wait till black dudes.
We've been training on Grand Theft Auto.
When black dudes get into mass shooting, the cops are gonna be like, he's just so fucking fast. He's just so fucking. He leaped across 7 9-year-olds. Look at that 40 he ran. We couldn't fucking stop him.
It was the form for me.
Yeah.
Did you see how he swung his gun like that?
It'll be on ESPN. We got Terrell Springfield over here, mass shooter over here in this high school. If you take a look at his form, you can tell that's definitely a Delta sprint that he's doing. He's like, so guys, I want to chime in right now too.
They gonna start rating it like 2.
Yeah,
it's going. As soon as the footage hit the news, they were like, "That's a dun-dun-dun."
Yeah.
That's one of them.
Hey, he's literally gonna buck up 7 kids and be like, "World star."
Yeah, but I strongly believe that every one of these sick, fucking dark individuals, if they were just getting their dick sucked, have you ever got your dick sucked and be like, you know what I could go for? I can go for a mass shoot right now.
Yeah.
Kill some kids.
Dude, I can't even make the bed after a good blowjob, yo.
Right. I don't even be worried about round 2.
I tell my girl if she ever wants something from me, ask me right after I bust. Like,
that's it.
Boof, I just blow up.
Have you guys ever had this moment too? Right after you bust a nut, it's almost like all the secrets of the world unveiled. And if you wanted to focus on one thing, you could solve any problem. Yeah. Because right after you, here's the deal too. Right after you bust a nut, a lot of times, like unless it's like a girl you dating, right after you bust a nut, you're like, I don't want to fuck with this bitch no more. Why am I here?
Yeah.
Whoa! How many times I had? You know how many times
I need to get the fuck out of here.
Look, Wayne said it best. Lil Wayne says, soon as I come to my senses.
That's it, man. That's
what happens.
Church tabernacle.
Yeah,
And if it's real good, you get up and you have a sheet stuck to your ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's where the
cheeks would just tighten up. Like
it's just a cape action.
Yeah. I think it's sometimes it's like they'll go get you a little towel to clean up, and the minute they get in that little towel, you're like, all right, I gotta get.
So this is what I propose, boys. I gotta put my words in action. So I think we need to pass a law. I'm not I don't like to just give shit away, necessarily, but I think maybe we should focus on some mental health. And guys, if you're out there, maybe you come out to my blowjob clinic. If you're feeling a little angry, your bitch ain't sucking your dick, or you just can't get no pussy at all because you're weird as fuck. Before you start shooting up schools and malls, why don't you get your dick sucked?
Yeah.
And then think about it.
And I would say this there. I don't know of any gay mass shooter. And I think that's because they party and vibe, and I think you know what I'm saying, they have a good time. Yeah. Gay dudes is generally like, you know what, man, I'm gonna go to fucking they live. Gay dudes live. So that's why there's no gay mass shooters, because he's like, yo, fuck this, I'm gonna kill this whole room, and his homeboys are like, Tommy, let's go to fucking brunch, let's hang out, let's do some Molly, let's go to the beach, and the next thing you know, he got a fucking whistle in his mouth at a club. He's like, I ain't fucking shooting nobody.
So instead of background checks, you need to do blowjob checks.
Yeah, when's the last time you got a blowjob, kid? I've never got a blowjob. I can't sell you the AR.
Sorry, buddy.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
That is a good idea, though, man.
And then if there was a blowjob stand right outside the gun place, like, sorry, kid, you gotta have a blowjob before you can buy a weapon. All right. And then after he got the blowjob, they'd be like, you ready to buy a gun? He's like, man, I'm going home, though. I'm just gonna come back for another blowy tomorrow.
So there, boom, just like that. I just
socialized blowjobs.
Socialized blowjobs. So the government needs to put all that damn money they send into all this other bullshit, put it into like a blowjob clinic. You just go in there. There's a glory hole.
But you can't be specific. I'll let you.
That's
like gender.
Me and Miguel discussed this on the podcast. We're like, okay, so how do you do this like fair down the middle? And we're like, okay, you don't want to see them because then maybe they won't be desirable.
Yeah.
But then, is it a glory hole situation? But then it's like, okay, does it matter who's on the other side? And then you're like, okay, now you're getting some gray territory.
Here's the deal. I think
that socialized blowjob turns bad. It goes wrong real bad because homie finds out that there was a dude behind there.
Homie needs to go.
Then he gonna go do a man shit.
Homie needs to go fuck himself because he was already so sex deprived that he was gonna murder people. He shouldn't be asking who's gonna give him the cum. At this point, take the socialized blowjob, and then also. The dude or lady on the end of the socialized blowjob thing, that's a goddamn American hero.
Look, he's thinking about it. He's like, I think these motherfuckers.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it, man.
Wrong with something.
Hey, the socialized blower, the one who's sucking the dick on the other end, has stopped like 30 fucking mass shootings. This guy or girl, they don't pay taxes anymore.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, they get buried in Arlington next to fucking Private Ryan. You know, shit, you know.
Full ceremonial
color guard.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. They get treated as veterans. They get free meals at IHOP.
Siegfried and Roy are there
if
with
you're
tigers.
For our country, you're stopping gun violence. You're a hero to me.
Yeah, I mean, that's to be honest, you really both of y'all really onto something because Spike Lee tried to tackle that in his movie Chirac.
Yeah, I remember Chirac. I didn't see it though.
Yeah, it's basically about if they want to stop the gun violence, blah blah blah, then women should go on the pussy strike.
Oh, if women listen, man. Like, I'm not saying that women are the reason we have problems, but I know that if women could unionize better, and I understand the system to get there's really no culture of people. Women throughout the world of all races have always been one of the cultures that's had to fight the most for their rights, you know?
That's
you
true.
just look around the world. But I'm just saying this. If magically all women could get together and they just pick something they want to change and they were like, hey, we ain't fucking anybody till this environment gets fixed, me and Mike would be on a Werner ladder trying to patch up the goddamn hole in the ozone with some fucking particle board and a drill.
I'll be in that bitch trying to solve carbon.
I'd be like, hey, motherfucker.
With Terrence Howard.
Yeah. I'd be on the phone with Terrence Howard, be like, hey, man, listen, man. Come on, man, push that shit. You know?
Yeah, that blew my mind when he came out with that the other day.
Yeah, Terrence Howard was like, no, is this a movie you're in? Listen, player. If Terrence Howard wants to tell me about a movie he's in, I'm all ears.
Right. But I wrote one of the note. I was like reading through comments. I'm like, so does someone got the answers? Does he got a video on YouTube I can watch or something?
Terrence's explanation sounded like when your homeboy's on the second blunt and telling you how he figured out time travel. And he's like,
that's definitely me.
Yeah, he's like, I done figured it out, dog. Here's the thing, man. Time travel only exists if you got clocks. If we got rid of clocks.
So for those who don't know, Terrence Howard had like a press conference in Uganda, and he was basically like, hey, I was into like physics and shit, and then like I put my algebra on it, and then like next thing you know, boom, I got a whole new type of technology, dynamic drones and helicopters and planes. I'm on some alien shit, and I was like, he didn't say alien shit, but I was like, okay, and look, can we see a prototype, a diagram or something? We can see what the fuck you're talking about.
Like if Terrence Howard came out with a new hot comb, I'd listen.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, that's something you know.
His perm was tight.
His perm was tight, dog. Yeah.
I'm talking about that bitch had the
Yeah. Terrence Howard.
He was sweating and everything. That motherfucker still held his integrity.
Hey, I know it's considered like racially insensitive to say now, but let's all agree. Terrence Howard had that pretty hair. He had that good hair, you know?
Yeah, and that,
It's hard out there for him, you know? And now you gotta find a
Hey, let me ask you, man, culturally, how do you think that affected you guys growing up to hear somebody have the good hair, which now indicate, because I think the term good hair never made me feel, and I'm not black, man, just in case I don't know how the footage looks, but I look a little.
Well, you in Puerto Rican.
Yeah. I think the term good hair, whenever I heard it, I never really connotated it with the idea that somebody had bad hair. I thought that people were saying this was the better hair because it was easily manageable. But I think society-wise, that has to play a role, especially on women. Hearing that you've got good hair and she has hair.
It definitely did. When you growing up, you growing up in the black community, and you got like me, you know what I'm saying? You got the Nigerian hair and naps and BBs, and everybody's going, look at your hair, oh, you got all them BBs, buckshots, blah, blah, blah. So it make you feel some type of way when you look on TV and they talking, this is good hair, this is bad hair.
I remember growing up, man, when I was in like junior high, and I was, because that's when like fashion and stuff started to count. It was terrifying because I didn't have no fashion sense, and we weren't poor growing up.
Walmart clothes for me.
Yeah, we weren't.
Thrift store.
Walmart got some good shit.
Yeah, now Walmart's
now they do.
Yeah.
When I was younger, I would be ashamed. I would hide behind like the clothes
somebody
racks.
could spot it. Yeah.
No, that's not me. No, you didn't see me here.
Yeah.
You can stunt better back then in Kmart.
The West Coast boys had it made with Dickies and a white shirt. I was like, y'all killing it.
Oh yeah, easy.
But like, I feel like when fashion first became a big thing in like junior high, like I said, me and my family, we weren't poor by any means. We were just working family, but my mom wasn't gonna spend no fucking big money on me to look good for fucking middle school girls, you know? But I think I noticed it even more. It seemed like Latin community was big on it too. Black community was the biggest. What I noticed was fashion being like the big way to express yourself, but also the big way to bring someone down.
Oh yeah.
And I feel like, man, the black community, based on my own observations, has another like level of trauma to deal with when you're younger, and that is your community ripping you for hair, because you talking about the beaties, and the beaties in the back of the hair, and oh, look how young that shirt is. Why you writing about? And it was like, man, and then there was nobody you were more afraid of than like a 6th grade black girl ripping you up on your clothes. Yeah. So whenever you get a pass, when like Laquana would be like, "Hey Miguel, how you doing today?" I would be like, "Hey Laquana, can you help me with something?" I'll do whatever the fuck you say, girl. Just do not fucking shred me apart because my shoes are leaning a little bit because we don't got new shoe money this month, you know?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, they even had a mantra when we was growing up: Payless shoes ain't got no grip, they will make you fall and bust your
Look at that, yo.
Yeah, so you come to school like
I never heard that one.
Oh, you never heard it,
yeah. So I wanted to come to school with the Nike Airs, right?
Yeah.
But my daddy couldn't afford the Nike Airs, so we got the Hakeem Olajuwon ones that look exactly like.
Oh, the ones with just the.
It's just a 43 on the side.
43 on the side.
I got toe up.
Yeah.
I'll tell you a story. There was a pair of Rawlings shoes, and they looked good.
Yeah.
But I was ashamed growing up, you know, being a poor kid, trailer park, foster home, all that jazz. I would take a Sharpie and I would color out the logos.
Oh,
and
so you don't see the Rollins on it.
Yeah, I remember one time being in the gym, someone's like, "Damn, those are nice shoes," and I wanted to fight him because I was like, "Motherfucker!" And then I wanted to bug up on him. I was like, "What? What'd you say?" He said, "Yo, those are nice," and I was like, "Oh damn, he's for real." And he's like, "Where'd you get them from?" And I was like, "Oh yeah," and like I didn't know what to say. And it's crazy when we're young, we put so much emphasis on that type of shit, and then we grow up. And we're like, what the fuck? Who cares?
Who cares?
Like, this shirt right here cost me $8 on Amazon. I've made millions of dollars. I've had nothing. I've had everything. And I guess all dicks and crazy Captain Crunch bullshit and talk aside, it's life is really just about, you know, finding happiness. We spend our whole life trying to find happiness, and then when we do, if we're ever lucky enough to find it, we spend the rest of our life trying to stay in that moment.
Yeah.
And it's unfortunate that, you know, as a child, we're always like brought into this whole like idea of like, if you don't have this or you don't have that, this materialistic type of shit. And I remember hating on rich kids. I used to like want to fight them and beat them up and shit. I was like, fuck you, you know, you privileged motherfucker. Fuck you. You got the J's on. I'm over here wearing the fucking garbage ass fucking bootleg shit.
I definitely had that same mentality.
Yeah.
But as I got older, I started realizing, as of recently, it was like 6 years ago, I was you know, sleeping in a walk-in closet, you know, and it's still to this day, I wake up and go, oh shit.
Let them know what you did too, so the audience, what you did to be kind of, I'll hop in real quick to one thing up there, I'll let you take on this. Mike Busey for 22 years, has been the party rocking guy in Central Florida, and he's been experiencing.
I own the wildest house in America, Sausage Castle.
Go check out the Sausage Castle. Go to MikeBusey.com.
Shout out to the Sausage Castle.
Yeah,
everyone.
Shaq,
Post Malone,
MGK. We shot Jordan Lucas's Duck Duck Goose video at our property. Here's something about
Netflix.
Netflix Tiger King movies. It's the wildest house in America, and how it works at the Sausage Castle is we're a subscription-based service at MikeBusey.com. You subscribe to MikeBusey.com, and you get the 20-plus years of our content, plus live content. Like when we've been here with you guys, we've been going live and watching our adventures, hanging out with rock stars. We also produce some skits. We have TV shows that we've created on it. We have adult content that's on there. But the thing about it is nothing scripted when it comes to like our content. When it's like when we're out there and we have a show called Sausage Pickers where it's us buying antique stuff and dope stuff for the house.
What I meant to say is me trying to convince him. Hey, can we buy this dumbass shit? And them saying, hell no, we don't need a fucking airplane for the putt-putt course.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yes, we do.
And we have the estate itself. It's an 80-acre estate with everything from carnival rides.
Make some noise for that.
Make some noise, man. I actually went on it. When he told me that you was gonna be on the show, I actually went and started looking at y'all stuff.
Yeah.
Dude, that's pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
It's funny.
And so with the subscription-based service, man, you basically pay $30 a month to watch all this content, have all this content. But here's the difference too. You're also invited to all the events we throw. We throw parties at the house once a month. These 3-day events where when
y'all
you're a member,
want to go.
Yeah, when
it's
you're
like
a member,
it's like summer camp for adults.
Yeah, and all your food.
We make people, like grown ass folks who ain't necessarily like, whether they're social awkward, like, or if they're fucking wild now. Never, the one of the proudest things I am about what I've done, which ain't many, but it's the fact that I brought so many different people together in one place, and every black, white, Christian, atheist, gay, trans, whatever. I don't give a fuck what dick you done, what operate. We don't care as long as you just come with respect and have a good time. Yeah. And we make it to where if you think you're too cool to have fun, we actually make you feel corny for not like. I like until you take off your cool, you know.
Like I respect your pronoun, but you're so much more than that too. Yeah. So I don't want you to get hung up on feeling like that's your thing. Like we say, culturally wise, like I hate when people be like, "Hey, over here it doesn't matter what culture you are." Nah, over in our place it does, because I want you to celebrate it, but I need you to let my man also celebrate his, or her celebrate hers. I don't want you to be like, oh, here your race doesn't matter. It does. All the things that make you matter here when you're at the Sausage Castle. However, you have to understand and expose yourself to the fact that when you're there, you realize all the factors that made you are why you're who you are. But you're gonna meet people who have entirely different factors.
And that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
we know the name, the Sausage Castle, is definitely highly sus, but we'll just address that now.
I have to preface every time. Like when I tell somebody about the experience, I be like, man, I went to the sausage house. I'll be like, hey,
right? You take a sausage fest,
it's not that.
And that's cool because it's kind of reverse psychology. Like, oh, I don't want to go there. Like, cool, you got a penis, and then you go ahead and stay over there. Yeah. But it came from a very horrible name. I just got kicked out of college, a private Christian college, and
ironic, huh?
And then all of a sudden, the church took a little vacation. And then I started throwing crazy parties, and it was 7 dudes living in the house just trying to put that rent money together. Yeah. And I started decorating it. I was putting crazy stuff. Like back in the days, you didn't hear people having stripper poles in the house. Now it's like very common. But I was like setting up my own private residence, like a nightclub, and I was trying to create an environment, create an experience by enhancing the decor of it, and like learning the psychological things that go into throwing an event, a party, like everything from the smell, the look, the lighting. Like even yesterday we were backstage, I turned the light off, I turned these other lights, I'm like, okay, now you gotta create a vibe. Because then once you get people to lay down their cool and have a good time and the drinks are flowing, everyone's chilling, at the end of the day, as people, we find out that we actually have more things in common than we don't.
Right.
And it's a beautiful thing to see people, and I've never smoked weed, I've never done drugs, all I do is drink liquor when the sun is down and pretty girls are around. I don't got a problem. Like I know people that got problems. That they're fucking scratching and and whatever. But
trying to sell you your own toaster.
Yeah, I could get turned up and then go to work the next day. I ain't sucking dick trying to pay the rent. You know what I'm saying? No offense if you are sucking dick to pay rent. Do your thing, girl, or whatever. But, I'm a productive, hardworking person that come from nothing. That is, I'm a workaholic. I'm in love with creating something that will hopefully outlast me, and experiences, and my home, as we call the wildest home in America. Everyone's been there. I don't know how sometimes they even find out about us. They be like, hey, hey, Shaq wanna come over your house and hang out, smoke hookah, or whatever. Like whoever you name it, they've been here. And we're directing music videos. We have a stage show. We're me and a bunch of fire-breathing burlesque dancers and some midgies, and we do nightclub shows. We do parties. Last night we were just hosting something a little simple. Miguel is a very well-known national touring comic. He's always doing shows. He's open with some of the biggest headliners in the world.
Funny as hell, man.
Yeah, he's funny as hell. And the podcast. So we're in the entertainment realm, but we have our foot in every aspect. Everything from directing music videos to just creating content before they call it content. That was just our everyday life. And
when it comes to the property itself, when people do come to the events and stay there at our parties, we have a lake. We have several lakes in the property, but one is set up like a music festival with campsites, power, outdoor showers.
We got our own fire fest.
Yeah, basically, man. Yeah, we told Ja Rule, stay out of this one. We got it.
Stay
But so you come to us at an event. You sign up to MikeBusey.com at $30 a month. You get to watch all the content. You get to come to the events. The events are 3 days long. They 500-600 people partying around our lake, inside our house, in the arena. We bring in rappers. We've had 3 6 Mafia perform over there. We have a Jelly Roll. Struggle Jennings, man. MGK's drummer had his wedding, or his father's wedding there. Post Malone had his 21st birthday at the house. And the thing about it is, when Post Malone had his 21st birthday at the house, if you were a member, you got invited. So, like we say is this, man.
We were kind of on the OnlyFans tip before it was OnlyFans, except instead of not uploading the butthole photos for you. You know those girls be swindling a little bit, like, oh, sign up to my OnlyFans.
Yeah, our membership is
last post 5 months ago.
Yeah, our membership isn't so that you can watch what we do. Our membership is so you could be a part of what we do.
So we always say, watch the content, experience the content in person with us at the Wild Sauce Podcast. And then, you know,
because when you bought, like Mike always says, when you bought Playboy magazine and you saw the parties that Hugh Hefner threw,
you can only imagine.
You were never invited.
That's a man. Any man growing up in our era, that was like bucket list shit. Like, oh, I just want to go to the mansion party, you know. But we allow that experience, except you ain't fucking at the mansion, just like you ain't fucking at Diddy's party.
And another big.
I bet if Hugh Hefner, I might cut you off, Miguel. I bet if Hugh Hefner was still alive, he'll probably be hitting you up beefing.
Well, no, they sent Playboy to my home. I think it was like 2005 or something. They sent a bus and they came a crew, did like a TV show for them, and we've done, between me and Miguel, we've always done all kinds of television stuff, like a lot of international things. Like, there's a couple streets in the Netherlands we're pretty hot on, you know.
Popping.
Yeah, we're in France.
What up, Kaiserslautern in Germany? You know.
So if it's a lot. There's not one podcast that you can even sum up what me and Miguel do, and we kind of like just pirates running the ship. We didn't. We were never like. We never were fucking. We don't know the degrees of business and stuff. We were just trying to like work our ass off and do what we love to do, but at the same time pay our motherfucking bills and try to make sure our mama's bills are paid. And we've been able to do that, but it's you know, as the wise prophet Notorious B.I.G. once said, "More money, more problems," and that shit's real. You got to worry about who your real friends are, who's stealing, who's trifling, who's talking shit, who ain't really about it. You know, the whole hustle is to get up out the trap. And once you get out, everyone's trying to drag you back in. They want something. They have the entitlement. They ain't willing to put the work in. And a lot of our shit, you know, I look like a douchebag dumbass from the internet, and then until you look deeper into it, there's a lot of more levels of like intellect and sincereness and passion, because I'm very driven, and I am a little fucking hippie a little bit, where I'm just like, man, let's just have fun. I just want everyone to have a good time and enjoy life, because we only get one, and we don't necessarily know what happens at the end of this. And if we do, it'll probably be too late to do anything about it, and just live life and have a good time and enjoy it.
And a big thing I want to bring up too is allegations against Ricky Martin.
He's sore on that one.
There's like 9 Puerto Rican heroes left.
Set up the word of the day. It's that. Set up the word of the day. Oh, before we end it.
Yes, and let me say this. We're going to come back.
Yeah, and just for record, I could be here for 6 hours.
If you would ever allow us to come back, we would love to come back.
We haven't talked about Skinwalker Ranch or aliens and shit yet, like teleporting and shit. Like, we haven't got into it.
I feel this bit. You know, we do a lot of radio. I've had more fun on this podcast than I've had. I'm going to say this. In some of the last podcasts I've done on my own show, because it's work when it's on our own show. Yeah. And here, I've been loving vibing with you guys, man.
Yeah, we had to set up none of these lights or anything here. My man over here got the fan going and shit. I feel Hollywood as fucking this motherfucker.
I hope you want us back, because we're going to come back. We're going to be sitting here one day, and we're going to be like, listen, man, we want to talk more about our dicks.
And next time, just a little note, some popcorn, shrimp, strawberry lemonade would be good. You know, whatever, no big deal.
I think both of y'all legit as fuck, but nobody read my goddamn writer.
I mean,
I don't smell one Lily of the Valley candle in this fucking.
I just took a shit in a gas station before I pulled up, and then we were doing a photo shoot over here. I'm like, oh shit.
When you popped out, you're like, hey, we're gonna do a little photo shoot. I was like, I look like shit. Listen. I had to go, no lie. I was like, let me go on my bag. I put on a shirt I wore. You should
have seen Miguel throw that shirt on. He was like,
yeah, angry.
We still got. We still got.
You know, I did not realize you changed shirts, bro.
Yeah,
he had stripper puss on the last one. We were in a strip club last night. It was wild. We were buck wild.
Hey, we got to get these guys out of here. They do have a plane to catch, but we are definitely gonna either go to the Sausage Castle.
You're all
come out.
And to your listeners, man. Yeah. Hit us up. Tell us that you heard us from this podcast.
You can follow us on the gram, my Instagram. You go to MikeBusey.com. You just Google me. Go down that fucking rabbit hole of shit. You're like, wait a minute, what the hell?
Follow me on IG. You go to Miguel Cologne, COLON.
It's Cologne, people.
Cologne, yeah.
Not colon.
Not colon. And this is shit IDK from Captain Crunch all the way to socialized.
Yeah, the word of the day. I got to get the word of the day.
What's the word of the day?
This for you guys. The word of the day is, if y'all get tired of saying dicks, you can tell a woman, how about you want to masticate on my prodigious phallus or my anatomical protrusion.
My anatomical.
Oh, I like that one. I like that one.
I got delusions that my anatomical protrusion will give me some bruises. You know, what do you want, Susan?
What you want, Susan?
Me and you was grooving.
Oh damn, he over here. We at the Breakfast Club now. He's over here freestyling.
Freestyling. And like that, we gone. Welcome to Shit IDK.
Thank y'all for having us.
Hey man.